Right. So Colin Powell is back in the news, particularly after this insurrection at the Capitol and Donald Trump being deplatformed and everything. Take a look at what he had to say, okay?
It is my great pleasure to bring in Colin Powell, the former Secretary of State, former National Security Advisor who served 35 years in the U.S. Army and retired as a four-star general. Secretary Powell, and never knows whether to say General Powell, Secretary Powell, Your Excellency. Let me ask you, is this a moment for accountability?
I'm going to stop you right there. I think Neocon Scum is a good title, but that's just me. And, you know, a few other million Iraqis who would agree.
Or is this a moment for healing? Because the two can't really happen simultaneously.
This is a moment for accountability, to place blame on people who have done things that are wrong.
Dude, this motherfucker is talking about accountability. Him? This piece of shit?
Tom, I think it is something for accountability, because there are a lot of people who did not demonstrate that they were using the accountability they had. But I have no fear for our country. We'll come out of this. We now have three bodies that are all in the same party. We have a guy who's going to be the President of the United States, who I've known for many, many years, and will give a completely different rationale to what a president does. And so we'll come out of this okay. But
all right. I won't bore you with the whole interview. Pay attention to this part at the end.
He's going to be gone.
Let me ask you about something. You've been critical of Trump from the start, from the campaign, and for all, in my view, the right reasons. You watched your fellow Republicans, people you knew, people you'd worked with, cozy up to him, refuse to condemn him, thinking, you know, they'd get away with it, they'd get his support. Do you feel like that dynamic has broken? Do they realize that, in a sense, they caused, they encouraged at least this wildness to grow and grow?
They did, and that's why I can no longer call myself a fellow Republican. You know, I'm not a fellow of anything right now. I'm just a citizen who has voted Republican, voted Democrat throughout my entire career. And right now, I'm just watching my country and not concerned with parties. And so I do not know how he was able to attract.
Poor Colin Powell. He can no longer call himself a Republican. Oh no. Why? Not, you know, because George Bush invaded Afghanistan, you know, murdered, displaced millions of Iraqis. Not because, you know, he was complicit in this shameful war. Not because of all that. No. It's Orange Cheeto Man that finally gave Colin Powell a wake-up call. Wow, what a revelation. Amazing. Amazing. I'm so glad you finally came around. Just a quick reminder, this is Colin Powell. Yeah? This is Colin Powell at the United Nations Security Council lying about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. Lying through his fucking teeth. Saying that Iraq had these mobile bioweapons facilities. I mean, he gave like an hour and a half long presentation with a PowerPoint and these ridiculous 3D models that look like a child drew them. And they're based off of nothing. Like it wasn't even photographic evidence. It's just bullshit. It's just 3D models that they drew up. Like, look, this is a truck. And in that truck, they can build bioweapons. And they can make this stuff over here. And man, this guy has aluminum tubes. And he went and got yellow cake from Niger. And he can make anthrax. And he's so dangerous. And he lied through his fucking teeth. That's Colin Powell. Helped start the war in Iraq. And by the way, you know, he finished a 4-star general, right? Before that, He was in Vietnam, and he helped cover up the My Lai massacre as well, which his company carried out. So I'm not going to show you the pictures of it because it's horrendous. It's horrific. Go look up the My Lai massacre, and then look up, read about his role in helping to cover that up. I mean, war criminal through and through, a neoconservative through and through, a piece of shit through and through. And do you remember when we covered the DNC convention a few months ago? He showed up. Do you remember that?
In the South Bronx and serving in uniform with the same values that Joe Biden's parents instilled in him in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I support Joe Biden for the presidency of the United States because those values still define him. And
yeah, they do. Yeah, you are both cut from the same cloth. I don't doubt that at all. These fucking neocons, man. Unbelievable. And look at this. Look at how they're salivating over him, right? Look at this on Twitter. Colin Powell is arguably the most widely respected living Republican. He just announced on CNN that he is no longer a member of the Republican Party. So I responded, absolutely. In my list of most respectful individuals, I always include people who lied to the United Nations Security Council about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq and participated in the Bush regime's murder and displacement of millions of Iraqis. Kind of mean, though, for her, to say that, because what about Donald Rumsfeld? What about Dick Cheney? You gonna leave them out like that? They're not respectful Republicans. God, this is just fucking unbelievable. Look at how they're rehabilitating neocons. Look at this. This is from NBC News earlier today. President-elect Biden's inaugural theme will be America United, and he will partake in several activities alongside former presidents Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton to underscore that message of unity, his inaugural committee says. So I said, I'm old enough to remember when George Bush was the most hated man on the planet. Nothing says America United like a public display of fraternity between war criminals. Class solidarity has always been the elite's strong suit. It has. This is something that the working class struggles with, among other things. It's the solidarity, right? The elites, man, we can't even compete with them. I mean, look at that. Look at that, man. They understand this better than anyone. Not just these scumbag presidents over here. All of them. I made a joke the other day that after what happened at the Capitol, right? This horrific reenactment of Pearl Harbor, according to Chuck Schumer, that Joe Biden's first act as president will be to heal the nation, to promote bipartisanship by naming an aircraft carrier after John McCain. Or a fleet of drones. Which village would you like to bomb next, John? They are so scummy, these people. It's unbelievable. It really is. But it's okay. Look, here's George Bush giving Michelle Obama some candy. And as you guys know, he was also on Ellen's show. So it's okay, man. Like, whatever, who cares about Iraq? Who cares about Afghanistan? Whatever, dude. It's all good. Look, America United. George Bush is going to be there. Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Drone Striker in Chief. It's all good, man. It's fine. Orange Cheetah Man is gone. All is well now. Don't fret. You can go back to killing Arabs behind the scenes. Don't worry. I guarantee you, they will pull this shit with Trump in a decade. Give it time. I promise you, they will come back and they will rehabilitate him too. Just like they did with Bush, right? Bush was the most hated motherfucker on this planet, man. Everywhere. Everyone hated Bush. And with good reason. With good reason. And now he's like some, calm painter. You know, he does like a couple of portraits and he lives, on his ranch in Texas with his fucking dogs. And he comes on Ellen's show from time to time. And, they go to football games together. It's all good. Whatever. It's just Bush, man. It's just Georgie. Right? They will do the same shit with Trump. Give it time. And then they will present you with another big threat that must be absolutely defeated. Right? Neoliberals, neocons, they're one in the fucking same, man. I mean, look at this clown. I don't know who this fucking clown is over here, but look at the bio. Hillary Clinton, Black Lives Matter, and a pride flag. Okay, hold on a second. And you're celebrating a neocon? Neoliberalism is a fucking enigma, isn't it? Right? British sarcasm. These people are so fucking transparent, man. They are one and the same. They are just as racist. They are just as bloodthirsty. They are just as lustful for imperialism as neocons. And they don't even bother hiding it. They really believe that, yeah, America should play a policing role in the world. They have no problem. Just make sure a person of color does it. Or, a woman. And then we'll have a diverse cabinet, just as Biden has promised, and everything will be fine. Right? And yeah, George Bush, he murdered a few million people. It doesn't matter. It's okay. He's just a painter now. And Colin Powell, I mean, he was there too. And he covered up a massacre in Vietnam. And, he lied about weapons of mass destruction. It's okay. He's the most widely respected Republican now. Wow. Dude, you people are fucking unreal. I mean, look at the number of likes on that as well. 158,000. 158,000. Wow. You people are fucking brain dead. There are more dead Iraqis than that. Tenfold. Fuck you. Trying to rehabilitate war criminal scum like that. Go to hell. Seriously. I'm not tolerating this.